Hey folks, Dolph Dale here, and I'm back with another last minute contest entry. What else is new? I'm good at that. This one is for Jason, the old Millennial. Great channel. He's doing both music and movies. In fact, when I sat down to look at what my answers would be for his contest, he happened to be watching the live stream that I did with Mandy and Brandy and Vin and Steve yesterday, and he commented on it and telling me he really liked Vin's inclusion of It's a Wonderful Life in his top 10, and it is a great movie. I'm glad to have this collector's edition with both color and black and white, and some making of features and stuff like that. Don't have a whole lot of, don't pick up a lot of new DVDs, but I picked this one up a couple of years ago. So anyway, he was commenting on that, and I was thinking, Jason, I really like Jason's channel. In fact, I may reach out to him at some point and see if he wants to jump in on some of these movie panels that I'll be doing in the future, as I really want to add. I love doing the music stuff, but I think I've been missing doing stuff on movies. And I had started doing a little bit with Mandy, and life kind of got in the way, but I want to pick that back up. So let me get into this contest. He's got a great channel. Link will be in the description. Support this guy, and let's have some fun. So the first question is favorite album from the year you graduated, which for me would be the year 1984. And I just wrapped up a contest entry, which I'll be editing and putting up along with this one today. And this was on it. And this is Rick Springfield, Hard to Hold. And boy, this was awfully close to my number one, but it got edged out just a little bit. This would actually be my favorite album from the year 1984, with the Hard to Hold soundtrack being a real close second. In fact, if this had been an entire Rick Springfield album, it'd have been a hard call, but this album's so good. Daryl Hall, John Oates, Big Bam Boom. The videos were great. The music was outstanding. I love this record. It's a little different from their usual Philly soul sound, which I also love. But, I love this record. Big Bam Boom would be my favorite album of 1984. And some of you may be thinking, but Dale, there were some great hard rock and heavy metal albums out in 1984. And yeah, I agree. And some of those were on my short list, but to be truthful about it, in 1984, Van Halen was about as hard as I went. Now, I've gotten a lot harder over the years as far as my listening habits, but back then I wasn't really listening to anything that terribly heavy. It wouldn't be maybe another year before I discover Stryper. So anyway, my favorite song of 1984 comes from this album. It's a gospel song called Broken and Spilled Out. This is Steve Green, an amazing Christian vocalist. The style here is probably not going to appeal to a lot of folks. This might be considered church music. It's kind of middle of the road, but I love some gospel music, and Broken and Spilled Out is probably, well, back in the day, I actually used to sing in church, and I loved singing Broken and Spilled Out. It was easily my favorite song to sing. I love the meaning of the song. It's one of my all-time favorites. So, yeah. Broken and Spilled Out from Steve Green's self-titled debut. Man, this next one was hard. Talking about favorite movie from 1984. There were three that were real close. How do you pick? One of them's Karate Kid. You know, I'm still a big fan. I watch Cobra Kai as soon as it drops. Every time it does drop. Matter of fact, usually with Cobra Kai, the night it drops, I'll watch half of the season and then wake up the next morning and finish it. So, yeah, Cobra Kai, Karate Kid there, right up there. But then I had to go with this one. And that's Ghostbusters 1, the original. And it just edged out the next movie I'm going to talk about for my favorite memory. And, but yeah, Ghostbusters, what a great movie. And love this set. Let's talk about my favorite memory. And this comes with the very close runner-up, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. My favorite memory was waiting in line for this movie, because there were three of us in high school that were real close friends. It was me, Todd Sheen, and Alan Ross. And Todd and I were fast friends right from the get-go, but Alan and I, not so much. And but we were both friends with Todd, so we were kind of sort of close by proxy. The night that we went to see Indiana Jones and Temple of Doom, for some reason Todd wasn't able to go, and so Alan and I went together. And I think the conversation that we had waiting in line to see this movie, we walked in as friends and walked out as brothers, because it was just that kind of a talk. And yeah, so I always think of him when I think of Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Yeah, I enjoyed the movie immensely, but that you know, those moments, you know, that you have where you're close with friends, those. And Alan passed at the age of 45, so it's been over 10 years, and miss him dearly. Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom. All right, so that's my entry. Jason, really love your channel. Want to be an encouragement to you, and we will talk. See if you have any interest in doing some collaborations on this channel with the live streaming. And yeah, hope everybody's having a great weekend. I got Aretha here. I don't know if y'all can see her. She's kind of over here bugging me. Whoop. There she is. There's Aretha right there. So for me, for Aretha, we hope you have a great week. Until we do this again, peace. Say bye-bye. Bye.